Hi guys, January is almost here and we have something special for you in January. You guys loved our November Strong Core Challenge so much, and I had so many people asking me, what are we doing next? That we planned a little something for January. So in January, we're going to be doing our Strong Hips Challenge, where we're going to challenge you to do daily exercises to strengthen your hips. So just like our Strong Core Challenge, all you have to do to join the challenge is start doing your exercises and just keep track of them. You can send us an email and we can shoot you our tracker where you can track daily if you did it or not, or you can just do it on your own calendar or wherever is easiest for you. But trying to get it in every day. Each week, if you send us an email or if you post on social media your progress, we will also put your name into our drawing at the end of the month. So a couple ways to get names in the drawing: post on social media about the challenge, send us an update about your progress, and of course, if you do it every single day, all month long, we're going to give you 2 entries because that is a lot of commitment. All right. More than anything, we want to encourage you to do more than what you're doing right now, to try adding in these daily exercises and see how it feels in your body. All right. So each week during the challenge, I'm going to post a video of just some variations that you can try, but the goal is going to be 25 repetitions on each leg. And you can do the series we're doing, or you can do your favorite side leg kick series, whatever it is. Your goal is going to be 25 repetitions each day. I promise it will not take you very long to do. All right, so here's one of my favorite little series to kick us off. You're going to get set up first for this series by laying down and making sure that you're lined up kind of at the back if you're using a mat, back edge of your mat. So you want your hips, your rib cage, and your head to be in a nice straight line. You can do that by laying down on the mat like this, or you could prop yourself up like this. You're gonna take your legs on this week's series and bring them to about this 90-degree angle at your hips and at your knees. And just make sure that your hips are nice and stacked. Sometimes I like to hang on to my hips so that I know that it's not like sliding forward or sliding back, that kind of thing. All right, core muscles are engaged. We're gonna flex our feet, and as you inhale, you're going to lift the leg up. How high you go is how high you can go, and not let your hips slide back. And then exhale to lower. We're gonna get 5 of these. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. We got one more. Lift and lower. Our next set is going to be an internal rotation. So I'm still keeping my hips stacked. I'm rotating my thigh inward so the knee is pointing down toward the other knee, and I'm leading with my heel. We're going to do 5 of these. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You, of course, will want to breathe. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. The next set is going to be our clamshells. We keep our feet together, we keep those hips still and stacked, and then we open up that top leg and then squeeze it back in. I like to think that both legs are trying to do that action, so even as I'm opening the top leg, that bottom leg presses down into the mat at the same time. We got 2 more. We're just doing 5 of these. And back, open, and back. All right, next series, I call them flying clamshells. You're going to externally rotate and then lift your leg however high you can lift and keep your hips stacked. Internally rotate the leg, bring it down, close back to that start position. External rotation, lift. Internal rotation, lower. And guess what? We're just doing 5. External rotation, lift. Internal rotation to lower. External rotation, lift. Internal rotation to lower. Make sure you keep that breath going. External rotation, lift. Internal rotation and lower. Now we're going to reverse. It's our last set on this side. Internal rotation, hips are stacked. We lift up. Externally rotate, lower down. Internally rotate, lift. Externally rotate, lower. Internally rotate, lift. Externally rotate, lower. We got 2 more. Getting our 5 in. Internal rotation, lift. External rotation, lower. internal rotation, lift, external rotation, and lower. And we are done with that side. We're gonna switch and do the same thing on the other side. Give yourself a little moment to get set up in your favorite spot. If you wanna lay down, if you wanna prop yourself up, pull the legs up to create that kind of 90-degree angle at your hip and at that knee joint. Flex your feet. Notice that stack of your hips and your knees right over top of each other. All right, let's go. We're gonna do our lift and lower. And remember, we're just getting 5. Lift and lower. Along the way, you're gonna keep those core muscles pulled up and in. You can always have your hand in your favorite spot. So if you prefer it down here on the mat, maybe back behind your head. I think we got one more of those. Lift and lower. Next up, internal rotation. You're gonna lead with your heel. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Remember to keep those hips stacked. Keep that top knee right over top that bottom leg, bottom knee. And then we got our clamshells next. Externally rotate, squeeze it back in. These may not feel like a very big movement, but they often feel like a lot of work. Right? You'll feel those glute muscles, those hip muscles getting stronger. Open up, squeeze it back in. Open up, squeeze it back in. I think that was our 5. Let's do one more just for good measure and come back. All right, let's do our flying clamshells next. External rotation, lift the leg up. Internal rotation, lower down. External rotation, lift. Internal rotation and lower. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale to lower it back down. We got 2 more there. We get that external rotation, lift. Remember, they're not super big. You really want to keep those hips nice and stacked throughout this series. Lift and lower. Now we reverse. Last set of these. Internal rotation while the leg lifts. Do a little clamshell in space. Lower it down. Internal rotation, lift. External rotation, lower. Internal rotation, lift. External rotation, lower. Let's get 2 more. Internal, lift. External and lower. Last one. Internal, lift. External and lower. And we are done. So that was our little series, 25 on each side. If you want to get started before January 1st, definitely try those out. If you're posting on social media, you can use the hashtag RCP Strong Hips Challenge so that we make sure we see you. And of course, tag River City Pilates.